Taurus, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you. No particular subject, we're going to do my version of a Celtic cross. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your second house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information's in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Taurus, what, this, it was like this weird nervous energy. It's like it felt like, you know, the day before an exam or the day before an interview, something like that, but there was a very nervous tension with your energy. So it feels unwarranted. So don't worry. I almost feel like the outcome's far greater than whatever is keeping you tense. Interesting. Let's do one more. Taurus, what's going on? We have strength. Look at that. Don't get any better than that, does it? Strength is the capability of such feminine softness with the, you know, the energy of the lion. The lion is the divine masculine energy. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy. It's courage, determination. Beautiful. So, what's stopping this confidence crossing you? Root of the matter. You're feeling small for some reason. But I kind of feel like there's going to be a surge of energy where you're going to recognise now. Interesting. Recent past. What you want. What's coming in. Perfect. How you see yourself. How others see you. Advice. I knew that was coming. And potential outcome. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Don't let fear in. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, the Sun in Capricorn, so the Sun meets the Devil. The shadow aspect here, because the Devil's hidden twice, crossing your Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn, the Tower hits the Devil. Now, the Devil here, for me, suggests it's something, it's like it's a worry about, could be feeling good enough, could be feeling small, worthy, I don't know. You know, Lilith is going to be opposite you guys, because Venus moves into Taurus very, very soon, like any day now. I just did this earlier. 9th. I looked for it earlier. So we've got the 9th of June. Venus moves into your sign. Venus loves being in your sign. She's your ruler. So Venus is, you know, abundance. It's worth, how you view yourself, how you worthy yourself. And she's moving into your sign. But she's going to be around about the 15th of June, opposite Lilith and Scorpio. So Lilith's going to be in your 7th house, your relationship house. And again, this doesn't have to be about a particular person, but there's something that it feels like there's an anxiety over feeling worthy of something. And it's here. So, crossing your Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn, Tower hits the Devil. Root of the matter is the Page of Pentacles. This, I feel like, is how you feel. You feel like a page, or like you can't offer something, or you're feeling too small. The Devil's too strong, but the Devil's really small here, represented by the goat. Goat is Capricorn energy, or you could look at it as Pan. But it's a tiny, tiny goat, and it's like whatever the Tower needs to shift in this Three of Pentacles is not worth this worry and aggravation. The worry and aggravation is to do with the past. The past is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. So the Tower hits the Death card. The Tower hits your 7th house. Issues, relationship problems, friendships that fail, relationships that fail, something that always happens. And it's like dug deep into those like ancestral DNA of yours. and it's recognizing now that you're above and beyond that, and you've no need to fear the next stage, because the next stage is actually this. I would say this year has really shown you what fear is to you. And like I said, fear can come in all different aspects, wherever you don't choose love. What you want is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is the world meets the hangman. You want an end to the hangman energy, the waiting, the pause, the surrender, the sacrifice. But it's also quite interesting here, especially because what's coming in is the Hierophant. This is you guys, this is your card, this is you stepping into your power, and it's Shiva. Now Shiva here is, you know, a wonderful caption in the yogic path for Shiva. Oh, I opened it right on Kalimar. So Shiva is page, have I forgotten? 123. So there, what happens to the hangman? 12. We break down 1, 2 to a 3. Empress. God of destruction and rebirth. You are truly on a yogic path. Shiva is referred to as Adi Yogi, the first yogi ever. He attained enlightenment and abandoned himself in an ecstatic dance atop the Himalayas. When his ecstasy went beyond movement, he became utterly still. People could not understand his switch between ecstatic movement and stillness, and thought him mad. However, 7 students wanted to learn how he was moving past physical limitations. This is how he began teaching yoga. Shiva planted the seed of yoga into the human mind. Pulling Shiva represents moving past the limitations from your society, body, mind, or ego. It represents doing the inner work to evolve. It also a call to service to teach others your wisdom so that they too can be liberated. Now, he is the epitome in terms of the yogic path. Parvati, his wife, knew that his energy needed the feminine to pull him down. This could be you feeling like something that you're trying to achieve is Shiva, the unattainable. Yet it is attainable. So whether this is a project, whether this is confidence, whether this is the ability to maybe just pack up and travel, whether this is overcoming deep resentment and anger, there's something that you're viewing as unachievable, and it is. It's like it's within your grasp. It's like Shiva is here to say, no, you are Shiva. You are, that embodiment. How you see yourself is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of impulsiveness, but it's also a card of, in a different deck, it's just called Speed. What's the deck called? Oh God, the Bright Future Tarot. It's just called Speed. So there's just something that feels like an urgency within you. How others see you is the Five of Pentacles. Now this is quite interesting. The Five of Pentacles is, it's left out in the cold, abandoned, etc, etc, etc. I feel like that's happened to you, especially with the disappointments of your relationships in that Five of Cups energy. It's just reminding me of, especially with Venus moving into your sign, Lilith going to be in your 7th house. It reminds me of that sentence. It's like sometimes your value isn't seen until your absence is felt. Well, this is your absence, 8 of Cups, when we walk away from whatever this is. And then you step into your power, this is going to be felt. It's a knock-on effect. So people see you as the Five of Pentacles. Either they feel left out or you've left them out, or vice versa, whatever it is. Your advice is the Tower. The Tower is coming. Mars is going to light up some aspect here of the Devil energy. With the Tower and the Strength card being in your spread, does indicate some sort of 7 of Wands energy. It's Mars in Leo. It's where the wand is launched in a different spread, the Mystic Soul. Travels in the 8 of Wands with swiftness, hits its mark in the 9 of Wands. All seems to be coming up during this June month. Your outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. This is a dramatic turn of events. This is a spin. The 5 of Swords and the Lovers. Now, the 5 of Swords for me is speaking of it's Venus in Aquarius, so the Empress hits the star card, this healing, the energy of hope. But it's also my nod to, again in a different deck, 5 of Swords is represented by Isis, Osiris and Set. Set is the evil brother that kills Osiris, and Isis travels the world, piecing him all together to bring him back to life. Now, what I'm trying to suggest here is the thing that you're fearing of being good enough. It's like walking into fear. Say if this was a relationship, it doesn't have to be. It's just whatever you're trying to achieve. But say this was a relationship. You're fearing a relationship where this other energy would travel the world, picking up your pieces again. And it's like it's an unnecessary fear. It's like a fear that there'll be just betrayal and that'll be it. And it's an unnecessary fear. It's the best way I can describe it. Again, if this isn't anything to do with relationships, if this is work related with the Three of Pentacles, this is keeping yourself small because you assume somebody else is bigger, and the bully will always win. The bully doesn't win. Not in your timeline. The timeline's shifted now. You're on a Shiva timeline, not just starting your path. This is you embodying who you are. With the Tower and the Lovers is the Nine of Swords, and that like I say, there's a hidden anxiety and nervousness that's not in the spread, but it's underlying. So we've got the Nine of Swords and the Devil that's kind of hidden and wanting to be seen. So let's check them out. But yeah, all I will say is it's going to work out better than you imagine. So be the Tower, send the message, apply for the job. Be what it is that ever keeping you afraid. Devil is that's interesting as well, because the Devil is the Five of Swords, because he's wrapped between the High Priestess and and the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune meets the Lovers. It's Jupiter in Gemini, and the High Priestess is, especially with next to the Devil, speaks of the Moon in Capricorn, which happens in July. Now, that is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Something's shifting dramatically. Your happiness is coming. It's the sun straight after the Ten of Cups. We just need to get rid of this fear. So let's see where the fear is. Okay, yeah, the fear is some sort of like distance, like something's gone too far. It's like nothing's gone too far. I don't know what this is. There is a fear of speaking your truth of some kind, or there's a fear of expansion. This is expansion. But that Nine of Swords, this is swiftness. It's launched in the 7, remember. Travels in the 8, hits his mark in the 9th. But there's something here. Let's see where the 9 and the 7 is. 9 is with the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. You don't believe in your own abilities. Okay? Anxiety, worry, tension is unnecessary. The outcome is going to be better than expected. Plain and simple. So whatever it is that you're fearing, don't. Stepping into your power, Shiva, energy, fantastic. You've got this Taurus. So in your extended, let's look at the Devil, the hidden Devil here. I feel like it's just doubt, feeling small, basically. If it is another energy, we'll get to it. So yeah, we'll do the Devil and the Nine of Swords. We'll take its energy, what we know, what we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. Okay. Interesting, whenever I see 8-8, I get taken to a set of readings I did. You know what, it'll be about this time. Yes, it was June the 10th, 2021. And then I look at the major arcanas. So we've got Leo, we've got Taurus, we've got Tower, Wheel of Fortune. You could say Mars and Jupiter, so check out your Mars and Jupiters. And the Lovers. So we've got Gemini, Taurus and Leo. Leos and Geminis were dealing with the Devil. They were eliminated, moving away from anything that tries to keep you stuck. And then the Hierophant was a soulmate returns. In what context? It's going to be different for all of you. But something is aligning perfectly for you, and you need to get rid of doubt. And it's all to do with worth, self-esteem. And again, if this is work related, no one is worth more than your self-esteem. So this could be walking away from whatever keeps you feeling this lack. Okay. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know. Leo, Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces, Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Aries in Scorpio, Sagittarius, Venus in Aquarius, Gemini, Sun in Capricorn, Mars in Aries, Jupiter in Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Jupiter in Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces. We have Cups, we have Pentacles, we have Wands, we have Swords. Everyone's here, those of you stand out, so let me know. Take care, see you soon, bye.